Hello there, and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing Obi Wan Kenobi. This is part 3.
But first, this video is sponsored.
It actually is. Not something that happens too often, but we are now sponsored by Orbit Key. They have an awesome Star Wars collection at the moment. There's a link down in the description, and you can use this code CATSONNY10 and you'll get 10% off. We're definitely going to talk more about it and show some pictures and all that. So if you are interested, then stick around until after the reaction. But I really enjoyed the first 2 episodes. There's a lot of good stuff in there. Definitely also some stuff that I think maybe could have been handled better with some of the chase sequences, but it is what it is. It's still so surreal that we're here, that this series is actually, like, even though the first 2 episodes, they're already out, it's still weird for me that we're gonna watch this third one. Star Wars Celebration just happened as well. Like, they've really opened the floodgates when it comes to all of these Star Wars series, and we saw a lot of awesome stuff. I have a video up on the channel as well where I react to a couple of trailers and talk about some of the stuff that they showed people at Celebrations, just if you're interested. But it ended with, in the previous one, where, like, Reva, and yes, I know now that you pronounce it Reva, she, at first, like, seemingly killed the Grand Inquisitor, which I had a strong reaction to, like, while we were watching it, and was like, what the? That can't be right, and he looks dead, and what? How are they going to explain this? That this is not the Grand Inquisitor from Rebels, but of course, like, people in Star Wars, they have been hurt more severely than this. Like, as many of you guys said in the comments, like, Darth Maul was, like, slashed in half, although I would argue that back when that happened, they hadn't already, made the decision that, oh yes, he's going to come back later in an animated series and all that. Of course, they can, like, the Grand Inquisitor, he can come back. They can just pick him up and throw him in a bacta tank, and then he's going to be out for the rest of the series. And then it's going to be interesting to see how Reva is going to maneuver that also with Vader. And there's the big question, concerning how and why does she know Anakin is Vader and vice versa? Because no one else really knows about this. So that tells me at least that there is something story-wise between Vader and Reva, and maybe it is connected to that scene we saw at first, the Order 66 scene, where we think that, one of the younglings that was a young Reva, maybe she becomes like his secret apprentice in a way, and that's why he's entrusting some things to her that he won't entrust to the rest of the Inquisitors. Or maybe she's just really hell-bent on showing that she is better than they are, and she can find Obi-Wan and bring him to Vader, and it's more of a competition thing. And we also have had, like, the Grand Inquisitor kind of trash-talking her in the last episode and saying that she came from the gutter. So yeah, there's more to that as well. But what is Obi-Wan going to do now? Because he did not know that Anakin/Vader was alive. He's still aboard this cargo ship with Leia, so probably gonna go to Alderaan first and drop off Leia. And then what is he going to do? Is he gonna go out and try to finish the job or save Anakin? That's really exciting. And then also, of course, just that last shot that was really cool, right? Seeing Vader in the tank there, a bacta tank most likely. So I'm really expecting for this episode to show us more Vader, which is also why I'm wearing this one today. But enough talking from me. I'm sorry. Are you ready to get into it?
Two things.
We
have a name for the baby, and it's not going to be a Star Wars name, because franchises and baby names are not a good idea, because if the kid grows up hating that franchise, they're gonna hate the name, and they're forever gonna be associated with that franchise.
Yeah.
So I know it's like all good intentions, but please, no more baby names. We already have one. And second, don't throw hate towards an actor just because you don't like what they're doing or because you don't like the character. Please don't be one of those people that send death threats or just nasty, possibly racistic comments or
racist comments.
Racist comments.
Yeah.
Either in our comment section or anywhere else, basically. If you don't like things, perfectly fine. But please don't be personal and nasty about it. Thank you very much.
You can voice that without being an asshole, essentially. It's just what we're saying.
Yes.
We know that's like most of you guys out there watching, you're not part of that group of people who are sending those nasty messages to the actors and all that. It's just...
If you're one of them, please don't.
We definitely just encourage, even if you have criticisms, and just be nice about it and be civil when you discuss it. That's all. But anywho, let's do it. And you can, of course, always check out our full-length reactions where you can sync up the footage with your own copy of the episode. We also have early reactions for Attack on Titan at the moment, where we are several episodes ahead compared to here on YouTube. It's all over on Patreon, and the link is down in the description below. And here we go.
You're never gonna see her again. Nobody leaves this place.
Oh yeah, that was also pretty cool that it was actually his daughter playing that role, the one who gave him the spice sample.
Where is he?
And Flea. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know Red Hot Chili Peppers that well.
I know, and that's like, I was like, I've seen this guy before. Because it's, Flea.
Yeah. Come on.
He's alive, Obi Wan.
Whoa.
Promise me you will train the boy. I do not fear the dark side. I see through the lies of the Jedi.
Oh, this is a really cool sequence. What?
He's been looking for you for a long time.
There it is.
You're so giddy. I love it.
Mustafa! Straight up going to Vader's castle. Fuck yes.
Where is he?
We have probes out. We're tracking all possible exits. He will pay for the Grand Inquisitor.
The Grand Inquisitor means nothing. I have been watching you, Third Sister. Prove yourself, and the position of Grand Inquisitor is yours.
Huh. Okay.
Fail me, and you will not live to regret it.
He's most likely going to fail him.
Yeah.
Look at that throne! Definitely James Earl Jones.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't sound as old as he did in Rogue One for, like, I don't know how they did that.
It's a trade route, Leia. I'm not in control of it.
Can't you use the Force on it or something?
That's not how the Force works.
That's not how the Force works.
Have you ever been afraid of the dark? How does it feel when you turn on the light?
I feel safe.
Yes, it feels like that.
That's a good description.
How would you know?
No, I like that description. Not that I... No.
Thank you.
Oh, she's got Lola back. They, of course, already had, like, Lola toys ready at Celebration.
Of course.
They know what they're doing with these droids.
Money, money, money.
Okay, so what planet did we arrive on here? Stealthy? An Imperial controlled planet, at least.
Mapuzo.
Mapuzo.
Mining system.
Okay.
Coordinates say the meeting point is further north.
Okay, they were supposed
But
to
as
go.
if our new friend was telling the truth.
Why would he lie?
People are not all good, Leia.
Okay.
Easy now.
Grumpy?
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh, he's seeing Anakin.
Gone, yeah.
Stay close.
Is there like a foreshadowing feeling you got there?
Back to the Inquisitor's base. The one that you infiltrate in Jedi Fallen Order at the end.
I traced the manifest. We should send out all remaining probes now.
You are not in charge here. I am the next in line.
I just spoke with Lord Vader. He asked me to lead the hunt. Unless you feel I should follow your orders instead. Send out the probes. Do it now.
I will get what I deserve. Third sister. And so will you.
He's an angry fella, huh?
Angry mushroom.
Oh, that's cool. Probes.
My daughter, and you don't talk.
You don't talk.
I'm afraid I like to talk.
You don't talk. This is it.
Who are we meeting?
This is where he told us to come to. What are you doing?
Maybe they can give us a ride to the spaceport.
But it's not safe.
He thinks that.
How would you don't even... Leia.
Hi, I'm Luma. This is my friend, my father.
Starts
This
talking
is my
immediately.
father, Orden. We're farmers from Tal.
Hey there, I'm Freck.
Hello.
There.
My pleasure. Hop in.
The giant mole?
Looks like it, yeah.
They pay their way, listen to the Empire.
Absolutely. We love the Empire.
Nice to meet like-minded folk. Nothing wrong with a little order, right?
It's a little bit.
A little
broken.
order? Yeah, sounds a little bit like Seth.
Transport late again? As usual. Well, hop in. Meet my new friend.
Oh no!
Oh,
That's...
no.
This is not good. It's gonna be awkward.
They're moving us around. Looking for a Jedi. A Jedi? Out here?
You don't have pictures?
We're not in any danger.
If you already...
No, we'll find them. We always do.
We always do.
Sure.
She's so capable. We saw that they have like a mock shot of Obi Wan, so they should have that. And therefore, they should notice him, but maybe not.
What are you doing out here?
That's a long story.
It's a long way.
Damn it.
He brought me here to see the place where he met my mother. Before she...
But she's a quick thinker. At least.
Yep.
Are you sure he's even on this planet?
They know what they're doing, Leia.
You called her Leia.
Oh!
My daughter's name was Uma.
Obi-Wan. Come on.
That was her mother's name. Sometimes when I look at Luma, I see her mother's face.
That's
That's
true.
true, though.
Yeah.
We all miss her very much.
Report it if you see anything.
Of course.
This is us. Thanks, Frank.
Yeah, thanks, Freck.
You knew her. My real mother, didn't you?
It was just a story.
Are you my real father?
No.
No.
wish I could say I was.
Wow. She already knows that she's adopted.
The Jedi were taken from our families when we were very young. I still have glimpses, flashes really. My mother's shawl,
Oh.
my father's hands. I remember a baby.
A baby?
Yes, I think I had a brother.
Oh.
I don't remember
Don't worry, won't take long. I know these fellas.
Sure, let's tempt fate again.
Who are they? A couple of strays I found. Thought you might want to check them out.
Damn it.
Thanks, Frank.
Damn you, Freck.
These are not the people you're looking for.
Alright, step out of the vehicle. Initiate Protocol 23.
Protocol 23. And there's a probe droid.
Raise your head. I said raise your head.
You're gonna have to. Oh,
That was brutal! Not ready for kids.
Let her go. Come on.
Quick on the trigger. Could have just gone around if. Oh no. Oh! That's right, yeah, I totally forgot she's in this. Oh, she.
Come on.
She's the con. Oh, with
The one they were supposed to meet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's why they didn't reveal anything about her character.
I'll inform Lord Vader.
He's already been informed.
Oh.
He was most appreciative.
You want to take the credit, you go right ahead. But we both know who'll be standing by his side when this is over.
So much competition.
Droid maintenance. It's all automated. No one ever comes in here. Oh, it's all right. He's on our side. Designation's Ned B.
Ned B.
He's just a loader. They don't allow them to communicate.
Aw.
What if he has something to say?
Actions speak louder than words.
Well-designed droid where they can actually put someone in a costume.
What is this place?
You're not the first Jedi to come through here.
Oh.
Excuse
It
me?
leads to Jabim. From there, we give them new identities and get them out.
Wow.
Good people risking their lives out there.
Quinlan was here.
Yeah.
Quinlan
He
Voss?
helps now and again. Smuggling younglings.
He's still alive?
Sounds like it.
Only when the eyes are closed can you truly see.
See what?
The way.
Oh.
I'm talking to you.
Oh. Whoa.
It's just a loader. It doesn't understand. Come on, let's try the next one.
Sort of menacing.
A little bit, yeah. Because it obviously understands.
Can you teach me how to shoot?
Not
No.
right now.
Come and get ready.
She'll make a good fighter one day.
Yes, I think you might be right. Why do you do this? Risk everything.
I joined up when the Empire stood for something. By the time I realized what they really were, it was too late. I made some mistakes.
We all did.
I can't imagine Obi Wan Kenobi doing anything wrong.
It's just ban these days.
Ooh, tunnels. What? What's going on?
Ben? What is it?
No, wait. Is he here? The Inquisitors are here, at least.
Yep. Seems like he's here.
What?
Go through the tunnels now.
Must be able to feel him, right? What are you doing? Why?
Drawing him out, perhaps?
Yeah, of course. Jedi code is an itch. We already had that whole spiel. That was brutal.
Go with Tana. I'll be right back.
Oh shit.
Get it, Alderaan. Promise me. Promise me. I'll lead him away.
Already?
Wow. There he is. Oh, damn. Remember to breathing?
You cannot run.
What have you become?
I am what you made me.
Oh, holy shit. What is Reva gonna find?
The tunnels?
Most likely.
Sneak attack.
I can't believe we're already getting this in the 3rd episode.
Keep running till you reach the port. A pilot will meet you there.
Go!
Bring him back.
What can... Oh, and she's gonna see... Oh, the Jedi symbol, of course. Anger. And there we go. The tunnel. Come on, Obi Wan.
Now you will suffer, Obi Wan.
Ah!
Your pain has just begun.
Wow, he really wants payback, huh?
Yeah.
Bring him to me.
Doesn't want to kill him yet. Ooh. Alright, Obi-Wan, get up. Oh, okay. Cargo
Well, it is a
droids.
Loda.
Yeah. Letting him go, even.
You're going to be okay.
Now, Obi-Wan needs a little back-to-tank action.
Yeah.
Are you the one I'm supposed to meet?
Unfortunately, they couldn't make it, but I'll take you from here.
Oh, fuck.
Now it ends. What the hell?
Damn it. Okay. Yeah, she got there quick, Reba. Must have known where that tunnel ended up or something, or able to sense it. Yeah. Oh, what an episode. Whew, got way more stuff that I did not expect just yet in the series. Wow. Well, that was part 3. Again, what an amazing episode. I really got emotional during all of that. I did not expect to get so emotional seeing Vader and Obi-Wan together again, and even like the first time where, or in that scene where Obi-Wan, he kind of saw Anakin out there, that really got to me as well. And then just full on tears when Vader, like, he is brutal. Wow. Yeah. We're going to get into all of that. But first, as promised, we're also going to talk a little bit about the sponsor of this video, Orbit Key. Orbit Key introduces the Star Wars Orbit Key collection. Make the jump to hyperspace with 4 limited edition key organizers from a galaxy far, far away. Feel the Force or awaken your dark side. Orbit Key introduces the Star Wars Orbit Key collection featuring 4 designs inspired by iconic characters. From the original trilogy to The Mandalorian, the Star Wars galaxy is filled with endless stories and timeless characters. Inspired by the iconic heroes and villains, these limited edition key organizers celebrate Star Wars in Orbit Key's elegant and understated design language.
Whether trekking through the unforgiving dunes of Tatooine or aboard the technological terror that is the Death Star, this collection will help you stay organized in a galaxy far, far away. Journey to the Outer Rim on a galactic adventure that begins with 4 key organizers inspired by Boba Fett, The Mandalorian, Grogu, and Emperor Palpatine.
Orbit Key is a lifestyle brand helping people live better lives through clever and innovative organization solutions. It started in 2013 with a simple idea to solve the frustration of carrying messy keys. With the support of the crowdfunding community, the first Orbit Key organizer was brought to life. Since then, Orbit Key has launched 6 Kickstarter campaigns, raising over $3.25 million US.
Today, Orbit Key is proud to be climate neutral certified, with a team of 31 passionate individuals based in Melbourne, Australia. As they constantly strive to redefine the way we organize, the product range has since grown to help people organize more than just their keys.
And as we said up top, there's some links down in the description below where you can go and you can check out all their products. There's also a discount code that you can use. It's CatSunny10. Give you 10% off on any purchase that you might make. And we have also already received, or we've just received these 4 Star Wars key organizers, and looking very much forward to actually using them. Which you have 2 of them right there. Which ones do you have?
I have the Mandalorian, and of course, with every Mandalorian comes a Grogu.
Of course.
So I got those 2.
Yeah, and right here I have the Boba Fett one, which we also showed you. We showed all of you, all of them in the pictures, and then also the Palpatine key organizer. And I don't know which one I'm going to use first. Do you know?
I was thinking that this Grogu, that's the child, right? So it should go to the cargo bicycle where we are gonna have the kids, like when we're gonna transport the kids.
Oh, okay, like that. Yes. So something relating to our kids. That makes a lot of sense. And then you're gonna use the Mando one for yourself, or
I'm taking
the Palpatine.
Yeah.
Yes, because there's some purple in there. I was kind of eyeing that one myself, but I'm probably gonna go for the Boba Fett or Mandalorian because, well, yeah, again, me and Mandalorian stuff, like it just goes hand in hand right there.
It smells like
new.
Yeah,
it should.
Leathery, you know.
Yeah, but again, thank you so much to Orbit Key for sponsoring this video and the next, like the rest of our Obi-Wan reaction series. So kind of them and kind of them to send these as well. So go check them out in the description below, and remember to use that discount code CatSunny10. But let's get back to the actual episode, talk about it a little bit at least. They arrive on this planet where they're supposed to meet up with someone. They don't really know who. And then we get, a little history about the planet. It used to look different, and now the Empire has moved in and bringing their order and all that shit. Like they usually do. We've seen that with many planets. They're kind of, just bossing people around and using a lot of planets, for their resources is also what they're doing in this time period. And then we have this dude who's also I don't know what species he is, but
the mole.
Yeah, looked like a mole. And he found, Leia approached that vehicle, and then Obi-Wan and Leia they jump aboard, and there's some interesting scenes there with like stormtroopers getting on board as well, talking back and forth. Obi-Wan not really thinking about what name he's using at one point. It's like, come on, dude. But thankfully Leia is a quick thinker as well, and he's sort of a quick thinker too. And we also got some more sweet conversations in there about, Leia's parents and how Obi-Wan knew them. She even asked, like, "Are you my father?" But no. And then we also got something that, correct me if I'm wrong, like this is the first time we're hearing about it, first time we're learning about it, is where Obi-Wan came from. Not, a lot of details, but just that he remembers sort of like his parents, where he comes from, and the fact that he
might have a brother.
Or a sibling, at least. There was a baby. So that is something that they might be able to pull from again at some point, if they want to. But they continue on, and then they get to this roadblock thing, and that's when, the jig is up. Obi-Wan's gonna have to fight, and still not using his lightsaber then and there, but we got a probe droid coming in, and we saw them shooting off those probes at the beginning as well. Cool fighting, and a brutal stormtrooper death.
Yeah.
He got straight up cut in half.
Yeah.
And we just saw it. There was actually some really brutal stuff inside of this episode that sort of surprised me. It's not that Star Wars can't be brutal once in a while, but it is aimed at, people of all ages. So they can't just go full on R rating or anything like that. But yeah, that was crazy, and we'll get to the Vader stuff very, very soon. But they continue on after having wiped out the troopers, or they start to do that, and then another troop transport kind of emerged and got close. And then we see, sorry, I'm gonna have to check the name. I'm so bad at remembering names. Indira Varma, who's also in Game of Thrones and Rome and stuff like that. And there was a glimpse of her character in one of the trailers where she was wearing the Imperial officer's uniform. So everybody just thought that, she's playing an Imperial. But that's why they didn't show anything more than that one shot. And now we know why. Because immediately after, it turned out that, no, she's undercover. She's not an Imperial. She's doing the thing that we've also seen in Star Wars many times with the good guys dressing up as the bad guys. So that was a nice surprise. And she was the one that they were supposed to meet. And that was some really interesting stuff in there with how they are, like, there's this group of people and there are these cells who are helping the Jedi sort of get away and get a new life. And they even mention one of them, Quinlan Vos, he was in the Clone Wars. We saw him in there in a couple of episodes with Obi-Wan as well. And then there's a whole arc that they never got around to finish inside of the Clone Wars, but they put it out as a novel instead. And it was where Quinlan Vos and Asajj Ventress actually fell in love.
Okay.
And it ended with her sacrificing her life for him. So that was the end of Asajj Ventress. Sorry if I just spoiled and you were like wanting to read that book. And then Quinlan Vos got away. So kind of knew that he might be out there, and he might still be out there, or most likely is, as she mentioned, right?
Yeah, she did mention, and she didn't say, like, she used present tense and not past tense. So that means she said, like, he smuggles
Jedi as well, like
Jedi, or at least like people.
Yeah, trying to get away from the Empire.
Yeah.
So he's still doing some good out there, and that excites me a lot. I should also say that he was in the background in one of the scenes in The Phantom Menace on Tatooine, and you can recognize his character by he has like long dark hair, sort of like dreads a little bit, and then he has like he's a human character, and then he has like yellow across his eyes, and he's sort of like a hippie Jedi. That's at least how they portrayed him in the past. So that was a really cool little thing there. I don't even want to call it like an Easter egg, because they were just straight up talking about it. And what was the name of Indira Varma's character? Tala. Yeah, pretty cool character, and I like the portrayal there. And then we again continue on, and there's the whole tunnel thing. But let's also talk about some of the Inquisitor and Vader stuff that we got from this episode, because they actually opened up with some of that, which that was so cool, the way they cut back and forth in the beginning with Obi-Wan just processing what he just learned, while also still trying to contact Qui-Gon. Like, when do you think we're going to see Qui-Gon?
I don't know, but I think because Quinlan Vos did right. That was him, right? Or at least when Obi-Wan was reading in that, and he talked about Quinlan Vos. He said something about only being able to see when your eyes are closed.
Yeah, they'll show you the way. Yeah.
Yeah, and like that's when you'll see it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that connects to because he was just calling out for Qui-Gon because he's in so much distress seeing his former Padawan. Apprentice, that's the other side. He was in so much distress, and he just wanted to have some sort of guidance and everything. But perhaps because he's trying so much, perhaps that's blocking him from actually, like, because he has his, like, let's see it in like an analogy perspective, right? So he has his eyes open, like he's really focusing on, instead of just closing his eyes and perhaps like feeling more, or like making it more possible for the Force to communicate with him. Perhaps there's something about that.
Yeah, I think because he is so haunted by what happened with Anakin, and we've seen that with nightmares again and again, or not again and again, but I'm sure he's experienced them again and again. That is kind of hindering his ability to really get in touch with like the Force again, or at least get in contact with Qui-Gon, because there's too much going on up there, too much hurt and betrayal and all of the feelings that's connected to the past with Anakin. So yeah, closing your eyes and trying to block that out, and just being more,
well, not necessarily block it out, but just, and I know it's
not letting it consume you, or
but it's like, and I know it's such a hippie thing, or like a mind what's it called, mindfulness thing, like there, where you instead of just constantly, you have so many thoughts, have so many feelings, you're battling so much at once, and then sometimes you just need to sit down, close your eyes, and let stuff happen, and just acknowledge it's there, and then perhaps it will quiet down, and when it quiets down, then you might be able to actually see the way.
Yeah, as Yoda said many times, clear your mind. As a good Jedi advice there, like when you want to get in touch with the Force, then you need to clear your mind of everything.
Yeah, and it's just much easier said than done.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's very easy to say and very difficult to do. Like, just
there's this from Parks and Rec. There's this scene where Chris takes Ron to some yoga or something, and then they sit there for hours.
And Ron just stands there.
Yeah, and apparently he can just go into his nothing box and he just thinks of nothing. And Chris apparently just tried for all those hours to not think about anything, and he's just not. It's not possible for him. That's why he's doing
it. It is very difficult. Like, I'm sure you guys know that feeling as well. Like when you're going to sleep at night and you're just like, brain, shut off, shut down, stop thinking about everything. I'm trying to sleep. And then you want to just clear your mind, but it can be really, really difficult because there's a lot going on up there.
So I think that's the same thing that applies to Obi-Wan, right? That right now he's just so stressed and emotionally stressed that he cannot see the way.
Yeah, at the moment, definitely. And then while that is going on, we see Vader sort of, being put together with putting the robot arms on and the costume, and it looks painful and horrible. And then we shift to, they show us that, yes, we are on Mustafar, Vader's castle. We get to see his throne and his throne room looking very ominous, and he's talking directly with Reva. And it seems like he's sort of encouraging this competition between the Inquisitors. And it is still a very Sith thing, where you're constantly trying, constantly trying to get the better of the other one. Like usually with Sith, there are only 2 of them, but then the apprentice might take another apprentice in hope to overthrow the master, and we've seen that before as well. And that might also be what Vader is kind of aiming for, that one of these Inquisitors is going to prove themselves more useful than the others, and then he's going to take them as an apprentice at some point. We don't know. But there is really this competition between the Inquisitors. For right now, the Grand... we didn't really hear more about the Grand Inquisitor, did we? Did they say anything about, he's healing, or he's getting better, or... Reva just mentioned that Obi-Wan is going to pay for what he did to the Grand Inquisitor. So, she's clearly blaming it on Obi-Wan, and no one at this point knows that Reva is the one who did it. But I'm also getting those little glimpses here and there where it looks like there's a lot more going on, and she has sort of an ulterior motive. It also seems like a little bit. I don't know.
I don't like. I'm sorry. Because we've seen it so many times before. I don't particularly like that she's trying to potentially redeem herself, or I don't know. The whole thing with someone like an Inquisitor or someone on the dark side that's trying to do good by
trying to redeem themselves. So they're redeeming a dark side character.
Yeah, and I just think we've seen it so many times now, and it's just, I'm sorry, but it's just kind of tiring for me.
I totally agree. It's just, I saw some glimpses in there, and her mentioning hope, for example. That's not a very dark side thing to do, to hope for anything, really. But she wants to, for right now, as far as we know, she wants to be the one standing by Vader's side when this is all said and done.
As Grand Inquisitor.
As the new Grand Inquisitor. But the 5th brother, he really wants that as well. So it was this thing where she contacted Vader, and then later on he contacted Vader. So almost like children buying for their parents' approval or something.
Yeah.
Very, very
Except
much so.
Evil children. Very evil children.
And a very evil parent.
Yeah.
And speaking of evil, then let's get to when they showed up there in the village. Whoa, Vader. That was trying to drive. We've seen, and we had that talk in the first episode from the Grand Inquisitor with the Jedi Code is like an itch, and they can't help but helping people when they see that they're in trouble. So, of course, Vader trying to draw Obi-Wan out by just straight up hurting and killing people and torturing people.
I think I might have nightmares about snapping that kid's neck. That was absolutely horrible.
So brutal. He just went into beast mode, and the most brutal thing we've seen Vader do on screen, at least so far, is probably the hallway scene from Rogue One. But that was still, soldiers, and they were fighting.
But he did kill younglings.
That's true. We've never seen it. Now more strictly speaking, Vader in the suit and all that. Because of course, he did some horrible things during Order 66 as well. But this right here in this episode, how he was in that village, how he killed those people and tortured them and all that, and also how he treated Obi-Wan afterwards when they were fighting. Whoa, that is definitely the most nightmare-inducing Vader I've seen so far. So yeah, I'm right there with you. That was some scary stuff. And Ewan McGregor has mentioned himself, like the first time he saw Hayden in the costume on set, he had a moment where he got genuinely scared, where he was like, whoa, I actually feel real fear, like with what we're doing here. And it's most likely what we saw here. And that was, again, also very, very scary and very dark. Wow, I did not expect for us to get into that stuff already. There's gonna have to be another duel between them, because it still has to sort of match up with that line we got in A New Hope, where Vader says to Obi-Wan, like, when I left you, I was but the learner, but now I am the master. And that at least tells me that when last they met, most likely Obi-Wan was still able to best Vader. So Obi-Wan is gonna get in this one, he got his ass whooped. He really, really did. He was not ready for that. Like, amazing seeing him ignite his lightsaber again, but he didn't stand a fucking chance there. And then with the fire, where Vader's just like, well, last time you almost burnt me to a crisp, or well, you pretty much did.
Yeah, you did.
So I'm just going to do the same to you. You're going to suffer. You're going to be in pain, but I'm not going to kill you just yet. And then Tala came in and sort of rescued him, and together with the cargo
loader
droid.
Net 5?
Net
or something?
Net something.
Net 3?
Yeah.
Net 9?
Net 6? Was there even a number?
Yes, there was a number.
Okay, yeah. Obi-Wan is like still with these people. He's very injured. Most likely, as I said, they're gonna need to throw him into a bacta tank or something. But Leia seems like she got snatched up by Reva.
Just can't catch a break, huh?
No, really, really can't. I'm glad we didn't get like another whole chase scene where Reva had to like chase Leia or something, because like that's been done by now.
And it didn't work.
And it didn't really work, no, unfortunately. But we'll see when it comes to Reva, like exactly what's with her character and how that all is going to connect. And still with Leia, way more of a presence inside of this series than I thought. I thought maybe like this in this episode she was gonna ultimately, be rescued or dropped off on Alderaan, or Bail was gonna meet them somewhere.
Yeah, pick her up. Yeah.
Still in it, and once again kidnapped. So great. This was definitely my favorite episode so far out of the 3, even though I still, because I didn't want them to stay on Tatooine for too long, because we do spend a lot of time on Tatooine in general, but I also wanted more with Owen and Beru and perhaps Luke and
we might get to that.
Yeah, you're right. We'll most likely get to that at the end of the series again. They'll show us something. That was good. I am a happy child.
Good.
Even though I teared up, but it's happy tears.
Happy tears.
Happy tears, just from seeing all this.
Emotional tears.
Emotional tears, yeah. Just being emotional about all of it.
Of excitement, probably more than, because it's not necessarily happy. Seeing these people.
No, going through so much pain and suffering and fighting each other.
Yeah.
But we know where it ends up, and it was just... Anakin and Obi-Wan are just so important to so many people, so many Star Wars fans, and then seeing them again, or Vader and Obi-Wan, seeing them again interact and fight on the screen, it was just... blows my mind that this is actually happening still. I have to pinch myself once in a while. But do you have anything else you want to add to this one? No. All right. Then that's going to do it for this reaction and review of Obi Wan Kenobi Part 3. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you as soon as possible. May the Force be with you always. Bye.
Bye.